Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and I've got a sticker update. So after I showed you my third time's a charm, not wonky stickers yesterday, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit kind of higher, I guess. So rather than talk to one of the people who, you know, do the chat thing, I went for customer service, and I thought probably the same department, to be fair, but let's see how we get. So I kind of sent pictures in, you know, and said that after she had assured me that she had made sure the alignment was right on the sticker itself, and then that she was going to make sure that they aligned the machine and it was going to be cool, they're even worse than they were. So, you know, I said, you know, this is really not good. It makes my business look amateur. So I really had to get a bit of a pop at them. And so they come back to me with, we are really mega sorry about this, you know, and we will do them again for you free of charge and send them to you. And we'll make sure that they are straight. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them. This is their promise that they are going to be spot on. So yeah, and they said we will send them by the fastest method possible. So hopefully within the next few days, I will have sticker mark 4 and we can have a good look. Now Mandy, one of my subscribers said, you should have told them that you're a YouTube influencer. And watch them kind of bend over backwards. So yeah, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have said, look, you know, you might not like the outcome if they're not, because this is going on YouTube. So I should have maybe egged that. But I thought I'd give them the chance to redeem themselves and see how they treat members of the public who have a small business. So yeah, that was that. What have I done with my day? I lost some yarn. Oh, so annoyed with myself. And the other day when I was packing orders, I found this yarn and I thought, oh, that's where that is. Not that I needed it at the time, I didn't. But I thought, you know, why the heck did you not put a label on the box that said that in with this yarn is this yarn? And then I got an order for that yarn and thought, oh, where did I see that then? You know, I say I'm going to be a bit more organised. Well, obviously, I had a bit of a lapse in that. So I was like, where did I find that? So I was trying yesterday to pack them and I couldn't find it. I was getting more and more annoyed with myself. Time was running away. I thought I'll do them tomorrow, you know. So I packed the orders I had, was able to do, but this yarn that I couldn't find, you know, it defeated me at that particular time. So I went out there today. And I thought I'm going to find it today. So I blitzed through that Yarnavan, putting stuff in boxes together, labelling everything that it was there, doing a bit of stock taking. I was on fire. Found that yarn, well, it was furry yarn and it was in with other furry yarn. But I'd looked in there. What I did was I kind of had a good look around the box without taking the lid off. But I think I might have even took the lid off. But it was between the packs, like the vertical packs. So I didn't see it. There's another pack on top. Found it. Packed it. Gonna go in the morning. Goodness for that. So anyway, I found the yarn that I was looking for. Packed up the rest of my orders and did that. Then came in the house. And I filmed a tutorial for a stitch tutorial. It's quite an involved one, this. And again, the right-handed and left-handed ones are on the same video. So I did that. I had to sort of edit it a little bit because I made one little fluff. And I took my little fluff out and then that was cool. But the first time that I uploaded it, I didn't left the fluff in. So it wasn't until I picked up this here book and I saw, mistake, take this out, right? And I thought you didn't do that, did you? No, you just put the left-handed version on and did all your work and uploaded it and it was ready to go. Good job. Good job I didn't like put that one on, because my fifth had the words, "Oh, you idiot," stuck on it. Obviously meaning myself. So, and said in rather that kind of tone. So I took that bit out, not just that bit, but the bit that I'd fuffed, and all was right with it. So then I had to put the left-handed version back, redo it, then re-upload it, and it's uploading as we speak. So they did that, and I also did an open with me, which should be up already today, yesterday for you, because as you well know, my today is your tomorrow. Your tomorrow beats my yesterday. So that should already be up, but YouTube is taking its sweet time going through it, because it says sometimes we not only check it, but then we manually check it with a human being. So they've chose that one. It's always the way when it's late. When it's late to go on, that'll be the one that just won't get done, you know. So they're both kind of still working behind the scenes. One's uploading, and then whichever one comes up first as done is the one that's going to get put on today. So it's a race now. Race between them. So we've got, let's do this thing so that we can move on to the joke, shall we? My hair's a bit weird today. I left it, oh, it's half in, half out now. It was just kind of in a knot, but I did that and haven't put it right. So that yesterday's was a bit weird. Today's is, oh, maybe a bit more weird. Obviously there's a little Grogu there. Should we read it? I've got a feeling last year's had better pictures. This is Bo-Katan Crease. I took the creed and was showered with gifts, but the rituals were all just theatre for our subjects. So obviously it's Bo-Katan, Mando, and little Grogu in his eggy. Can't really see him though. So we've got a bonus joke. That was what I was going to get at. Got a bonus joke that Gary, hang on, he's messaged me. Hang on. Can't. Okay, right. Where did I put it? In the notes. Okay. Bonus joke from Gary. If anyone gets a message from me about canned meat, don't open it. It's spam. Bonus joke. Okay. Real joke. Where was we? Why was there a bug in the computer? Why was there a bug in the computer? It was looking for a bite to eat. Okay, joke's over. What else have I got to show you today? Well, apart from smashing my glasses. Excuse me a sec. I really got... It was driving me up the blooming wall. Itchy nose. Glad when I stop using this cream. It's just annoying. I have some yarn. I've got a parcel. A yarnsel. A parcel of yarn. Ordered by myself. Can't really say, I can say it's happy mail, but I ordered it. It's not sent from anybody. It's bought by myself and looking for a way in. So, more stickiness. Okay. So, ew. The other day I was kind of having a bit of a suggestion that these companies really ought to put cotton yarn available more in the winter, because, you know, we don't only want to make winter woolies and blankets, we might want to make stuff for maybe Christmas or Halloween, we might want to make a bag, and we might want to make it out of cotton. So I was having a good look for some, and okay, so when I bought all that cotton yarn that I've used to make the summer picnic blanket crochet along, and I also made several things along the way and squares, I got yarn from all different places. Some I pilfered from hobbyrocks.co.uk, some I got from Hobbycraft, and some I got from Yarnsmiths, and some I pilfered from hobbyrocks.co.uk from a different brand. So they varied from all different places to get me all those colours. So I didn't see this one though. I bought some more yarn from Hobbycraft. Now this is James C. Brett. It's 100% pure DK cotton. It was possibly, I don't have a little thing that tells me how much they were. I think it was more expensive, this one, but I had a voucher, so I got it. But I thought I need green if I'm going to make anything like a Christmas tree or anything along those lines for Christmas out of cotton. So I have some green. I got 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this beautiful shade of green. Feels nice and soft. You could definitely wear that. Hang on a minute, I'm having a bit of a leaking situation. I don't really know which ball that's coming from. I think this one. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's this one. Okay, we've got a leaker. It's coming out of the middle. So let's wind that around there and put it over there for now. So these are 100 grams in accordance with British standards. You know, this is called Emerald IC 33 Emerald, and it is 215 meters, 234 yards, 100% cotton. You can machine wash it to 30 degrees, you can iron it, you can tumble dry it, and you can dry clean it. And it is 100% pure DK cotton, and it's very, very nice colour. So I've got 4 of those, but I wanted quite a bit of white, and I've used up, remember the skulls? I used up most of my white because I only had 1 ball, so I rectified that and bought, this is the Women's Institute That's So Cotton. Again, soft enough to wear, you could wear this. And they've got very little left of any colours, but I was luckily got that green. It was more expensive than this because these are usually 3 for 2. Don't know if they were this time, but I got some anyway. It's called white, obviously. 100 grams, 30 degrees. You can't bleach it, you can't tumble dry this one, but you can iron it. That's weird, isn't it? Why? It just makes no sense really, does it? Just different opinions on it. Try it up then, guys. Hold on a minute. That was quite nasty. Just bear with me. This is really hot. I'm not sure it's really going to help much. Oh, that was one of the worst dry ups I've ever had. It's actually brought tears to my eyes. That was evil. Okay, so I got white. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. Because I figured I might want to make several things. It's really, I'm actually crying now. It brought tears to my eyes. Do you hate it when that happens? I don't know why it happens. Anyway, that's what I bought. I bought cotton to make stuff for Christmas and maybe something else. Good grief. That was so annoying. I can speak deeper. I just can't get my usual range. That won't work. But if I go deeper, I seem to be okay. Well, that was so bad. I was just about to say how red my eyes look because they are sore. Wow. I might be back. So I had a terrible time getting off to sleep last night. And I think it's because I watched that thing, I think the name's Sheridan Smith. You know, the one I couldn't remember yesterday. And it was called I Fought the Law. And basically, she did. She fought the law in the law courts. She fought everybody to get the double jeopardy law changed. And it was her that was mostly instrumental in getting that done. And then the rest of the world kind of followed suit, getting those double jeopardy laws squashed. So, very interesting. And I don't want that many episodes, so I managed to finish it all last night while I was sitting there crocheting a bit of Yasmin's blanket. And I was tired, so I thought, you know, I'd call it a day now and go to bed. Was late. I got in bed and I could not shut down. I was tired and I just could not shut down. And I think it might have been that I was power crocheting. Do you ever do that? Where you're kind of like crocheting on and suddenly you're a bit hyped up because you've been crocheting a bit too fierce. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I was so awake, but tired but awake. And I thought, I'm not going to get up and, you know, watch more TV or anything like that. So I thought, get up and do some stitch tutorials. So I kind of did a swatch and play in with the stitch to get more variations and results. So that's what I did. And then this morning I woke up thinking, oh, I really got to get going. So it took me a while to get moving this morning. But first time I woke up at 7 o'clock. If I'm not having that, that ain't happening. I didn't get to sleep till about 3. So that's not happening. So I went back to sleep until about 9, half 9. Which was a little bit better, but I'm not really liking the late night, late mornings. I need to break that cycle a bit, really. Oh wow, that did me no favours whatsoever. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I didn't spend much, and I had my voucher. Not that they're giving an awful lot of voucher away. They never do. Well, sometimes you get a £5 or something like that, but I had a £2.50 voucher. Well, hey, didn't really, but you know, it's better than nothing. Better than a poke in the eye, or better than a dry throat, isn't it? Ugh. Yeah, so I'm going to, obviously I'm not going to start anything. And I've got something that I can maybe do a bit of the white with, because I've been making something, and I could bring in the white again. And I've been bitten or something there. Maybe it's a, definitely, oh, it is a bite. Definitely, but maybe one of Fluffy's little visitors, perhaps. I have to get her some Frontline. So yeah, how are you guys? What have you been up to? Anything interesting? So I had a much better day today, though. I was a bit out of sorts yesterday. I was one of those days where I got a bit stressed out doing nothing and nothing went right. You know, one of those days. So I had a much better day today. Couldn't have got worse. Well, I suppose it could. It's not a challenge. They're right. It's not a challenge. So yeah. Still watery-eyed. It really hurt, you know. It's bizarre, really. So yeah, I think I've told you everything I've got to tell you. Got a little bonus joke from Gary. I'll just check my photos, make sure there's nothing else that's going to show you. No. Nothing. So anyway, I wanted to try and get ahead if I can. There is another stitch I want to do, but the way I hold my yarn, I won't be able to hold it like that for this one stitch. There's a reason for that. But yeah, I want to do it though, because I feel like it's pretty cool, and I have to hold it slightly different though to get it to go how I think I can do it. I'm not going to say anymore, but I will do it. But the weirdest thing, right, I got a magazine from the postman this morning, and I thought to myself, it's about time, because I subscribe to 3 separate magazines, and if I do one open with me a week, there should just be a week where I don't have one. There should just be maybe a week that runs into 2, but then it comes in. So at the most, sort of 10 days where I don't have one, because, you know, I have 3 and there's some months have got more than 4 weeks in them, but you know what I mean. So there should never really be a long time, a long wait for me to get one, but it just seems like that I've not really had one for ages. I've not done that video for a long while. That's how it feels. So yeah, I don't know if they're just not being very good at sending them, or I'm missing out on some. I'm not sure. I ought to be a bit more, take more notice of the issue numbers and check those. I used to say what issue number it was in the video, but I don't really do that anymore. But yeah, I just feel like it's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I had one. So it's September the 11th today. And obviously you're getting this on the 12th, because as we've established, my today is your tomorrow. So yeah, it always kind of brings me a little bit to a sober moment, September the 11th. And for once, there's not been 20 million different September the 11th programs on TV. We usually get them around this time, but there's not been any, not that I've noticed, which is the first time, and it's not right, because it's a weird thing I don't think we're ever really gonna forget until the whole generation that was around is no longer around. Do you know what I mean? Still plenty of 7/7 this July. Maybe it was more of a anniversary, I don't know. Perhaps that's the reason. Perhaps it's not much of a milestone. Perhaps they're more into the milestones now. But yeah, it's always a very sobering moment, and I remember exactly where I was that day. It's like the JFK thing, isn't it? Everybody knows where they were when they heard this. But I was actually day 2 of a new job. And that job was for the ambulance service. And first day we were getting our uniforms and having chats. It's the first day of actual training. We were in the training room, and my turn to come out for a break. And normally we would all go out at the same time, but for some reason we were staggering them a bit. Maybe we'd got results of some test, I don't know. But when I came out, one of my colleagues, Ricky, said they drove a plane into the World Trade Center. And to my shame, I'd never heard of the World Trade Center. I didn't have a clue what it was. It was just some, you know, have they? Where's that? And it's like, you know, I heard of it. I'm like, no, never. So it was kind of news to me at all, you know, there'd ever been a bomb in there in the first place. So as we were talking, plane went into the other one, and it was obviously really, really shocking. And we were all thinking about what kind of emergency calls were going on at that moment, because we were working within the ambulance control room, where if that was here, all those emergency calls would be coming in. And so, yeah, it was sobering, to say the least, and how on earth you'd cope with that coming, all those calls and all of that happening. Yeah, so I know exactly where I was, because most of our training that day, we were watching it. So anyway, I can hear Gary pulling up in the driveway. So it's my cue to go get those potatoes on. We're going to have tandoori flavoured chicken, pieces with new potatoes and salad. That's dinner today. So I'm going to go and get those spuds on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye for now.